Okay. Yes, Zaid, begin the recording. So class 6D, today we are going to do the adventures of Isabel, and it is 2nd of December today. We are doing the poem The Adventures of Isabel from English Literature, chapter number 14. Araf, please read out from the beginning. Let's read.
Okay, ma'am. Let us read a poem about a brave little girl, Isabel. Isabel meet an enormous bear. Isabel didn't care. The bear was hungry. The bear was ravenous. The bear big mouth was cruel and cavernous. The bear said, Isabel, glad to meet you. How do, Isabel? Now I'll eat you. Isabel, didn't worry. Isabel didn't scream or scurry. She washed her hands and she straightened her hair up. Then Isabel quietly ate the bear up.
Stop. So in the first paragraph, there is a situation when this little girl Isabel is meeting an enormous bear. Enormous means huge. Underline the word enormous and write down huge or big. So like I've said in the introduction of the poem, there are some or the other fears, but what is more important is how you overcome that fear. So when Isabel met this huge big bear, this big bear was very hungry. And when the bear was hungry and the bear saw this little poor girl, he said, "Oh, Isabel, I'm going to eat you up." And he tried to scare that little girl with his claws, with his teeth, and his mouth was very huge. Its mouth was like a cave. Have you ever seen a cave? Sometimes in picture, so you see it is open only from one side, but there is no opening from the other side. In the similar way, the bear has opened up its mouth, and the bear was saying, I am going to eat you up, and once I will eat you up inside my mouth, there will be no chances for you to escape. You will directly go into my stomach. But Isabel did not fear at all. Now Isabel didn't worry. This is more important. Isabel didn't scream or scurry. So neither she shouted with fear nor she ran away from there. But she continued to stand there and she continued to face the bear. She washed her hands and she straightened her hair up. Washed her hands like we wash our hands before eating something, and she straightened her hair up and she tied her hair pulled back. She made a ponytail out of it, and then Isabel quietly ate the bear up. Oh, what a brave action this was. And instead of the bear eating Isabel, Isabel herself ate back the bear. So this is imaginary. None of us can eat a bear, but they are saying that Isabel was so strong in her beliefs that she said, I'm not going to fear from this bear, rather eat this bear up. So this was all about this section. When Isabel met the bear, she ate him up. Arav, read out what happened in the next incident. People, please turn to page number 102 now and have a pencil with you for sure.
Okay, ma'am. Once in a night as black as pitch, Isabel met a wicked old witch. The witch's
Wicked old.
face was cross and wrinkled. The witch gums with teeth were sprinkled. Ho, ho, Isabel, the old witch crowed. I'll turn you into an ugly toad. Isabel didn't worry. Isabel didn't scream or scurry. She showed no rage and she showed no rancor, but she turned the witch into milk and drank her.
Okay, so in the next incident, what happened? In the next incident, Isabel was very scared of witch also. Can you tell me who is a witch? A creature who does? Huh, somebody is about to tell. Okay, yes, Araf, can you tell us who is a witch? Anyone else who was telling me who is a witch? Okay, a creature who does all this black magic, who does the witchcraft, charm and spell. And with magic, she causes harms to others. So witch is such a creature. So then in the next time, Isabel met a witch and it was the night time and the night was black as pitch. Now pitch is a thing which is used to make boats, a very dark color, black color object which is used to make boats. And she met a witch. Isabel met a witch and it was the night time. The witch's face was cross and wrinkled. The witch's face was wrinkled. Why? Because she was a very old witch. Like an old lady looks like, all crisscrosses and wrinkles on her face. In the similar way, there were wrinkles on the witch's face. Wrinkles means those marks and lines which are caused due to old age. झुर्रियां पड़ी हुई थी. The witch's gums with teeth were sprinkled, and her teeth were shining brightly. As she was smiling and laughing at Isabel, her teeth were showing, and the teeth were very shining and very smiley. Ho, ho, Isabel, the old witch crowed. The old witch shouted, oh, ho, Isabel, now that you have come, I will turn you into an ugly toad. I will do my magic and I will turn you into a ugly animal. I will turn you into a toad. Isabel didn't worry. She didn't scream or scurry. And like Isabel met bravely the bear, in the similar way, Isabel faced this witch again very smartly, very boldly. She didn't care. She didn't worry. She didn't shout. She didn't run away. But she continued to face the witch. She showed no rage and showed no rancor. She showed no anger against the witch. Isabel did not get angry against the witch. उसने कोई नाराजगी तो witch को नहीं दिखाई. But she turned the witch into milk and drank her. But what she did, instead of witch doing the magic, Isabel did a little magic. She converted the witch into milk and she drank her up. Is this possible? Actually, what do you think? Is this possible? No, this is not possible. This is imaginary. But they are saying that like the witch was wanting to do the same thing to Isabel, Isabel rather did the same to the witch. इसके पहले कि witch Isabel को दूध बना के पी जाती, Isabel drank away the witch. Now, how did she do that? That is again a mystery. That is all imaginary. But they are saying that the little girl Isabel, boldly faced the witch. Arav, read out the third one. Let's see what happened in the third incident. I hope you people are able to understand the first two.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Isabel meet a hideous
Hideous.
giant. Isabel continued self-reliant. The giant was hairy. The giant was horrid. He had one eye in the middle of his forehead. Good morning, Isabel, the giant said. I'll grind your bones to make my bread. Isabel didn't worry. Isabel didn't scream or scurry. She nibbled the zwieback that she always fed off, and when it was gone, she cut the giant's head off.
Okay. So in the third incident, as you have read, Isabel met whom? She met a giant. Enormous, huge, hideous. Underline the word hideous. Hideous means scary and huge. She met a hideous giant, scary and huge giant. What is a giant? A big creature, more than the normal size. So she met a giant and she continued self-reliant. Underline the word self-reliant and write down self-confidence. Self-reliant means self-confidence. But she continued to show the confidence in herself because Isabel said, doesn't matter if this giant is very huge. I have confidence in myself that I am going to face this fellow up. The giant was hairy and he was horrid. Horrid means scary, डरावना. The giant was scary and he had a lot of hair on his body. What do you mean by hairy? Hairy means having a lot of hairs on the body. He had one eye in the middle of the forehead. Oh my God. How scary he must be looking. He had one eye in the middle of the forehead. He did not have two eyes, but he had only one eye in the middle of the forehead. Check out his eye in the middle. How scary is it looking? Is he looking nice? Is he looking cute? Is there anyone who is finding this giant cute enough, sweet enough? No, he is looking very scary. So, although the giant was very big, although his appearance was very scary, it was very dangerous, but Isabel did not worry at all. And the giant was very hungry. The giant said, I will crush you, Isabel, and I will make your bones into powder. And what will I do? I will make that powder into a bread. I will make a bread out of your bones. तुम्हारी bones के तो मैं रोटी बना के खा जाऊंगा. Then, what did Isabel do? Isabel did not worry. She did not scream or scurry. She continued to face the giant very boldly. She continued to stay there. She nibbled the zwieback that she always fed off. What did she do? She took out the biscuit. She took out the rusk, you can say the tea toast that we eat, Britannia rusk, we all know. So tea toast she took out, which she always used to eat. And when it was gone, she cut the giant's head off. She gained some energy after eating that rusk. And what did she do later? She cut the giant's head off. In this way, this giant was dead and Isabel was saved from this fellow. Isabel was saved from this giant. So in the first incident, she killed whom? She killed the bear and ate him up. In the second incident, she killed the witch and she drank milk. She made the witch into milk and she drank her up. In the third incident, what did she do? She cut the head of this giant. Now let us find out which fourth fear she saw and she overcame. Yes, Arav, quickly read this out. I hope people are able to understand.
Yes, ma'am. Isabel met a troublesome doctor. He punched and he poked till he really shocked her. The doctor's talk was of coughs and chills, and the doctor's
Sachet.
satchel bulked with pills. The
Now
doctor stared
listen.
into Isabel.
Satchel bulged with pills. Okay. Yes, continue.
Swallow this. It will make you well. Isabel didn't worry. Isabel didn't scream or scurry. She took those pills from the pill concoctor and
Arab, somebody has Zaid has mute you. Kindly unmute and continue, please. That's okay.
okay, ma'am. Isabel
Hmm.
didn't scream or scurry. She took those pills from the pill concoctor and Isabel calmly cured the doctor. Ogden
Okay.
Nash.
By Ogden Nash. Ogden Nash is the poet of this poem. And the fourth incident is very, very funny. The fourth thing that she fed off was a doctor. We all are very scared to visit the doctor, right? Because he checks us up. He sometimes gives us those dirty medicines, those very bitter medicines, and he sometimes even gives us those injections. But Isabel was not worried at all. Then the next time she went to visit the doctor, let's see what happened next. What did the doctor do? He punched and poked till he really shocked her. He gave Isabel some injections, and Isabel was very upset with this. The doctor's talk was of cups and chills. Underline the term cups and chills. So the doctor was asking, so Isabel, are you not well? Do you have cough or do you have chills? Are you feeling cold? Are you getting the chills or do you have cough? So he was talking all this to Isabel, which Isabel really did not like. And the doctor's satchel bulged with the pills. The doctor's bag, sling bag or shoulder bag. What is a satchel? A satchel is a shoulder bag. It bulged with pill. It was there were so many pills inside the bag that the bag was full of those pills, और pills उसमें से बाहर आ रही थी. इतनी ढेर सारी दवाइयां, इतनी ढेर सारी pills उसके अंदर stuffed थी. The doctor said unto Isabel, swallow this, it will make you well. Swallow means to gulp, to eat it up. So the doctor said, eat all these medicines and it will make you well. But Isabel was not liking to have the medicines. But Isabel did not worry. She didn't scream or scurry. She did not shout it. She did not shout. She did not run away. She took those pills from the pill concoctor. What did she do? There was a pill concoctor, a pill storing box. Dawai ka dabba. Pill concoctor, a box in which we store medicines. So there was a pill concoctor and she took out some medicines from that and she calmly cured the doctor. And what did she do? She rather made the doctor eat all those medicines. और इसके पहले कि डॉक्टर इजाबेल को कोई मेडिसिन खिलाते, इजाबेल ने खुद ही डॉक्टर को सारी दवाइयां खिला दी. So this is how Isabel came over this fear of having a doctor by her side. So in these four incidents, some imaginary and some real, Isabel overcame her fear. So this poem basically tells us, doesn't matter if there are so many fears around you, you must always come out boldly from that. I hope everyone is having a book with them and following the book also. Let us recall the answers by filling up exercise A. Let us quickly mark down exercise A. Those who can tell me the first answer can raise their hand very quickly without unmuting the mic. The bear was dash and dash. Kaushiki. Yes, Kaushiki. Quickly tell me.
Hungry and ravenous.
Okay. The bear was, speak the complete sentence, beta. The bear was hungry.
The bear was hungry.
Hungry. And ravenous. Ravenous. Next, who's going to tell me? Isabel turned the witch into dash and dash her. Omkesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Omkesh.
Ma'am,
Okay, quickly.
ma'am, Isabel turned the witch into milk and drank her.
Ali Sareem, can you please mute your mic and continue to mute it? When I ask you, beta, then you respond. You need to raise hand for the answer. Answer. Isabel turned the witch into milk, M-I-L-K, milk, and drank her, D-R-A-N-K. Yes, Heather Shah, third one. The giant looked dash. Heather,
The giant looked
hideous. Why are you raising hand when you don't want to tell the script?
the
The giant,
looked hideous. He was hairy and horrid. He had one eye in the middle of his forehead.
okay, very nice. The giant looked hideous, Hideous. Hideous. He was hairy, Hairy. Hairy, hairy and horrid. He had one eye in the middle of his forehead. F-O-R-E, H-E-A-D, forehead, not F-O-U-R. F-O-R-E-H-E-A-D, forehead. You can check out these spellings from the poem also if you have a confusion. Question number 4. Come on, who will tell this to me? The dash doctor told Isabel to dash the pill as it would make her dash. Yes, Zaid Khan.
Yes, ma'am. The troublesome doctor told Isabel to swallow the pill as it would
Yes.
make her well.
Very good. Write the answers. The troublesome doctor. Doctor is already written. Check out the spelling of troublesome. It is written on the same page in the first line. Troublesome. The troublesome doctor told Isabel to swallow. SWA. Now it is written as A and it is pronounced as O. It is not swallow, it is swallow. Isabel to swallow. SWALLOW. Swallow the pill as it would make her well. 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 Yes, Anushka. Fifth one. Isabel took the pills from the dash and cured the dash calmly. Yes, Anushka.
Isabel took the pills from the concoctor and cured the doctor calmly.
Very good. Please write the answer. Isabel took the pills from the pill concoctor. PILL pill concoctor. CONCOCTER. It is written there in the last paragraph only, highlighted with red color. Second last line of the poem. And cured the doctor calmly. DOCTOR. Doctor calmly. Now, children, this chapter does not have the reference to context, surprisingly. So, we will do only the question answers. Turn to page number 104. Zaid, you can stop the recording now.